So I'm 37 years old and I have 3 kids. The oldest just turned 12 today. I will tell you, at 21 years old, I purchased my first home. I did so on $11 an hour. The house was a poorly done flip in 2011 after I just graduated college. $50,000 at 4% interest. Nobody batted an eye at the interest back then, okay? Whether it was low, high, I did not know. Whether the price was low or high, I did not know. I knew I was not gonna pay someone else rent money because it made absolutely no sense for me to give someone else more money than what my mortgage would cost, and I was not earning equity. Even at that young age, I knew that it made absolutely no sense when I was never gonna own that piece of shit property. I'd rather own my own property, okay? I was able to earn equity in that property, rent that property, and then later sell it for a profit, doubling my money, okay? My future self definitely thanked me for doing that, okay? I now own 6 properties, and I own the building that my business operates out of. I recommend you to get your credit right as soon as you possibly can. At 18 years old, when you start college, there are college credit cards, okay? If your parents don't help you fix your credit or get your credit, do not screw up your credit, okay? So if you buy something on credit, pay for it, okay? If you borrow any type of money, pay the money back, okay? Do not ever not pay back money that you borrow. Having good credit for a long amount of time helps your credit in the long run, okay? So basically, the longer I have credit cards open, the better my credit looks. So I have credit cards that I've had since I'm 18 years old, so almost 20 years. That helps my credit rating, okay? I recommend starting your credit as soon as 18, getting a credit card, yes, okay? The longer you have credit cards open, the more credit cards you have open since 18, the better you gain credit, okay? Would I sit on the sidelines at 18, 19, 20 years old because of the interest rate? Absolutely not. No, I wouldn't. I would not do that. I don't even sit on the sidelines now. I bought a house in 2023 at 7.5% interest, and that house already has $100,000 in equity because over the course of 2 years in my area, the houses continue to go up in price, especially in that area. I purposely bought a higher value home in an area that continues to appreciate. So I don't recommend letting the interest rates scare you, and I don't recommend sitting out and waiting for something to get better, okay? Because like I said, your future self will thank you for it. A lot of people on here disagree with me about getting credit cards or doing something young, but I'm 37 years old with children, okay? So a lot of people think that when you have children or a single parent that you can't do these things, and you can. I run a business with children and I have no immediate family in my area. So it is completely doable. I also do not agree with paying off mortgages because that interest is tax deductible, okay? And when it's rented out, someone else is paying the note. So that is not a liability to me when somebody else is paying for it. I showed my son how much debt we have. He went to school and the teacher said, I don't like any debt. We don't want to have any debt. No, we don't want to have credit card debt. Credit card debt is stupid. But credit cards allow you to manipulate your credit score, right? But I showed him how much debt we have in houses, and he was like, what? My teacher said debt was so bad. And I'm like, well, who pays this debt, Solomon? We do. No, we don't. Someone else pays this debt. So we leveraged bank money and someone else pays it. So I have assets that I could buy because I have good credit, but someone else is paying these assets off for my kids. What? So somebody thinks that having that liability for somebody else to pay off is stupid? So I should spend all my hard-earned money to hurry up and pay this mortgage off and not keep my cash? Plus this interest is a tax write-off. I should go refi, take the equity out, and then just let somebody else pay that off and deduct the interest? Guys, come on, smarten up.